This video is to enable those of you who are trying to wire dual gauge turnouts. HON3 is the most common, which I was trying to wire, and I struggled with this thing for the longest time. After having looked for an YouTube video and having looked on the internet with little success, and the solution was right before my eyes the entire time. It was found on Alan Gartner's Wiring for DCC, which made it the simplest to understand, but with all the track diagrams and nomenclature that was on it, I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to get it set up correctly, and used trial and error for it the longest time with no success. So if you are on the internet or have downloaded it, it's page 21, and it's called Dual Gauge Narrow Gauge Turnouts. And it wasn't a clear diagram to me, wasn't easy to understand with the red, greens, and blues on it, but once I figured it out and had some help and advice from other people, it was relatively easy. Kent Courtney was one of the guys who helped me understand this. And it's very easy if you gap the three rails right here as shown, and power them as shown along the bus, your bus, and then install a power routing switch. I use Tam Valley's frog juicer. It could be a mono frog juicer, dual frog juicer, or hex frog juicer. It really doesn't matter, because one will power 1, dual will power 2, and hex will power 6. And it really doesn't matter at this point. It just needs to be a power routing switch, such as the Tam Valley frog juicer. And the rails are powered normally down below. That's on page 21 of Alan Gartner's Wiring for DCC. I'm not too experienced at this, so I'll take it right over to the layout and show you in real life what the situation really is. This is looking at it along the rail with the switch installed and routed as Mr. Gartner suggests in his diagram. You can see over here that I've followed the diagram. I've isolated or gapped the two rails, one which is for standard and one for narrow gauge. And I've also gapped the common rail on the diverging route. Now, if you look down here, you'll see a very small spot where I've hooked up the power routing switch. I've soldered it in right here to the narrow gauge rail, and so it doesn't make an impediment to the narrow gauge wheels, as of course it's soldered on the outside. This is the Tam Valley frog juicer, which is the